It is time for the game of the week. This week's game of the week is WWE 2K25, which I will preface this by saying this might be a little biased of an opinion here because I am a lifelong WWE, WCW, NWA fan. I grew up with it. Some of my most fond childhood memories were a Thursday night sitting down with my father watching WCW Thunder. On Monday night, we would watch WCW Nitro. And yes, I was a WCW kid. I was not a WWF kid because my mom didn't want me seeing Stone Cold throwing back some brewskis. She didn't like the fact that DX was chopping it all the time. So I was a WCW kid because at the end of the day, that was considered tame. Looking back, WWE, WWF, that's where it was at, man. You guys were going wild back in the day. And I will say, wrestling kind of has its ebbs and flows, right? We were kind of in a depression of WWE. And now it's in a renaissance, man. Like the roster in the WWE right now is absolutely wild. The storylines are absolutely epic. And it is such a great time to be a WWE fan, which makes the arrival of WWE 2K25 so much more special. So before we dive into why I think this game is great, let's talk about what everyone else is saying. So WWE 2K25 reviews, let's go ahead and pull those up. WWE 2K25 has been getting rave reviews from the industry and those of you that got early access. Right now, the game is sitting at an 82 at Metacritic during the time of filming this. Obviously, that's going to fluctuate as more reviews come in, but an 82 puts it above last year's game, which is a massive deal for the franchise. Forbes gave the game a 4 out of 5. Game Rant gave WWE 2K25 a 9 out of 10. GameSpot gave it an 8 out of 10. Shaq News came in also at an 8 out of 10. Games Radar came in at a 4 out of 5, and Push Square gave the game an 8 out of 10. Now, personally, haven't played it yet. Haven't downloaded the game. I'm waiting to maybe see if we can get a review copy. If we get a review copy, we're in. But either way, I'm buying this game. As a WWE fan, I will pick this one up. I think it looks fantastic. Some of the big updates for this game over previous years that have a lot of people excited is this is the biggest roster of WWE superstars ever put in a video game. Like, literally the largest roster in the 2K series. And there's some deep cuts in here. I went down the list. You got Ken Shamrock. He's in the game. Yokozuna in the game. Vader. Big Van Vader. Yeah, the one from Boy Meets World. He is in the game. The hardcore legendary Funk is in the game. The Texas native of Stone Cold, Steve Austin in the game. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is in this game. The Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. I'm in the game. Yeah. I'm going to be playing as Macho Man in that game. That is for sure. Jake the Snake Roberts is in the game. Hulk Hogan, Honky Tonk Man, Bret Hart, and Andre. Anybody want the peanut? The Giant is in this game. Big roster, man. And obviously, you've got your current players, right? Like, you got your current wrestlers and your current superstars in this game as well. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Kofi Kingston, another Austin native, and Logan Paul. I only mention Logan Paul because we're here on YouTube, and every time we talk about Logan Paul, the views go up. And I will say, Logan Paul being in this video game makes it very interesting. Because I'm sure the people at 2K are monitoring the play levels of characters to figure out who might be the cover athlete of next year. And I'm sure there are meetings going on where 2K is calling Logan into the meeting and being like, Logan, your character is quite popular this year. Yeah, I don't know what you did, but the Japanese markets love beating the living hell out of you. Do you know why Japan is so mad at you, Logan? Like, what could you have possibly done? The other big update for WWE 2K25 that I think is a big deal for players is intergender matches are now part of the series. Never before in a 2K WWE video game. I say never before because I'm trying to think in my head. I don't recall seeing it recently. Have you been able to take a WWE superstar man and a WWE superstar woman and put them in the match? Doesn't mean I don't want to know what would happen, right? I would love to see Rhea Ripley. I'd love to see Mommy get her hands on that slime Dominic Mysterio and just paintbrush the living hell out of him in a ring. Rey Mysterio. Put Rey Mysterio in against someone like Nia Jax. How would Rey handle that? Or, let's get even crazy. Andre the Giant. Let's put him up against like a Liv Morgan, right? Size differences. Who's going to win that? Probably Andre. But those are the matches we've never been able to have up until WWE 2K25, and I think that that's a huge sticking point. Another big point of conversation here is chain wrestling is back, which I will be the first to say is a big W for the series. Chain wrestling definitely brings back a level of competitiveness to the game that I think was missing. And it really does mean like the first grapple of the match, it counts. Because anytime you see a wrestling match, they throw arms, they grab, they're ready to go. In the WWE 2K game, you're now doing that. So every single match you're throwing it, and whoever gets the upper hand of the chain wrestling back and forth, that's who's probably going to get the upper hand of the match. Now, you obviously have reversals, you have comebacks, you have all that type of stuff. So if you lose the chain wrestling, it's not over for you. You can obviously keep on playing, but chain wrestling being back is a big deal. And the last thing that I was reading about this game that I think is really dope is WWE 2K24, so last year's game. They made it so your face paint would start to wear, right? First time we ever saw that the face paint began to deteriorate from the wrestlers' faces. Now, they've gone even as far that during the matches, bruising will begin to appear on your body. So if Gunther is just like slapping your chest, or Ric Flair is coming in just just hitting you with chops, you're going to start to get bruises. Kendo sticks to the back, you'll start having like straps on the back where you're getting hit, bruises on your arm. It's a level of detail, obviously not necessary in a video game, doesn't make a good game, but it just immerses you so much more into the world of WWE, and I think it's super awesome. But anyway, WWE 2K25, personally, I am super excited to play this firsthand. It is our game of the week, and WWE 2K25 is available right now for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.